talking that shit again. Question me about where I've been. I don't even know why you here. You need.
Hey guys, so really quick, I just wanted to give you a pre-intro to the intro / review that you're about to see. And I also had a demo that I did and I was going to put it into this video, but now I have decided to make it a separate video, make it a tutorial. It's just on this look and me applying the products and you really getting to see how they worked on my skin and how the brushes worked and how I applied the mascara, things like that you're going to see in that video, because now my review is so lengthy because I went into details on my true opinions, my honest thoughts, all of that, so it's just too long to do both of them. So now I just feel like it's best for me to do 2 videos. So as soon as that video is up, it will be down below as far as a link. I'll probably even do a video response and have it down there below as well. I'll also provide a link somewhere over here, so if you're viewing this from like a computer, you can just click on it on the screen without having to actually go down there. But either way, I just want to put that out there because I don't want you to be like, well, she referenced in the video that we're going to see this and that later. No, it's not going to be there. I took it out. It's going to be in another video. So just want to clear things up. But if you want to see my review on the products that are listed above in the title and below in the description, then just keep on watching. So today I decided to do my long-awaited video on the new products that I got and some of my thoughts on the ones that I did try out today. I didn't try out everything. Back there I have 2 other palettes that obviously I was not able to use because I just wanted to use the one. So you will be seeing the Lorac Pro Palette. That is what I have on my eyes. All of the eyeshadows came directly from here. I also tried out the CoverGirl 3-in-1 Stay Fabulous Golden Tan is my color. This is their foundation. It's 1 fluid ounce, and I was just convinced that I had to try it after watching Casey from Still Glamorous and Judy from It's Judy. I was about to say It's Judy's Life, but It's Judy Time. It's her makeup channel. So I saw them and I was just amazed at like the coverage that it gave them and the like long wear on. So I picked up the darkest color that they had in the store. This is the one that I saw on display. I got it at Rite Aid for about $12.70 something. And I don't know if they don't have any darker colors or if this is the darkest one, but this is like my perfect color. And I actually bought 2 of them because they were having a buy one get one 50% off sale, and then I had a coupon and whatever. So this is the color that I picked, 857 Golden Tan. And just to give you a reference of what I am in other things, let's see, I'm 315 in the Fit Me foundation. I am an NC44 in the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, and then I'm also a 3.2 in this Smashbox Studio Skin foundation. So that just kind of gives you an idea of what color I am and if this color will work for you if you happen to be any of those 3 colors or in between. Tested this out as well, and then for the mascara I tried the They're Real. I just bought the mini bottle, which looks like this, and that's what I have on. I was going to throw some false lashes on, but then I felt like that would just be pointless because you guys want to see how the eyelashes look in natural form with this versus me putting on false lashes. And then the other item that I tried out was my Olay moisturizer. This is the Active Hydrating Cream, and this is what the box looks like. You'll see it in the video. Brushes, I tried out some Stila brushes. It was from a collection from Christmas time. It's called the, let me see. It just says Stila Brush Set, and it has like snowflakes on it and whatnot. I got it for $28. It says it's a $124 value. I don't know why they would be worth $124. The hydrating cream. I really like this. It's pretty lightweight. And I was running out of my Mario Badescu Herbal Hydrating Serum. As you can see, like, well, it's really hard to tell. But if you look right there, it's all the way down to there. So, but this is really lightweight. So I wanted something that wasn't too heavy. I do have dry skin. So, I opted for this one. It says it's supposed to, well, this is just the original formula actually, but it's supposed to provide immediate surge of active moisture to soothe the dry skin, restores hydration to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and results are soft, smooth, beautiful skin, and it's oil free. So if you have oily skin, you can probably still use. I opted for this one versus the other two options. They had two more options that were in the same type of packaging, but they had sunscreen, and I don't like putting products with sunscreen on my face just because when I take pictures or whatever, I just don't want like that white cast. So personally, I just don't really do sunscreen. Not on my face, not in my moisturizers or in my foundation or anything like that. Then also I have these brushes, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion on them. Concealer brush right here. I don't like it at all. I like to use a brush under my eye, and because it's dome shaped, it's just not very, like, it just does not get in there like, let's see, like my Sigma. I prefer this kind because, as you can see, it's flat and it's just very easy to pat the concealer in. With this, it's like, I don't know, they're rounded bristles, so you're really supposed to use, I feel like you're supposed to use more of like the pointed tip, but that's so hard to blend. And then when I try to do it like this, it just is not, it's not wide enough. It's just rounded. It's just not a good concealer brush, not for under the eyes anyways. It was really good for covering up my nose ring hole. I still have like a scar there. It's not really a hole, but it's just a scar. So it was really good for getting in there and then getting around my nose. But in general, it's not good for under the eyes, and I don't even think I used it on my face. I think I used my finger for blending out the concealer on my face. This is supposed to be an eyeliner brush, but I used it to get under here and to really get in here in the crease in the outer V area. So it worked really good for that. I don't know how it would work as a eyeliner brush because it just looks, it's not thin enough in my opinion. Like the bristles are too, the width of it is too thick and it's too long, so it's going to be too flimsy. But for like a precision brush, it's really good for getting under there. I think they call this, well, it says precision eyeliner brush, but I think it's just precision for eyeshadows, not eyeliner. But that's my personal opinion, so yeah. The eyeshadow brush is pretty good. It's decent. It's good for just packing the color on, but again, Sigma, I just feel like I will never get enough of their brushes. Like this is much more doable because it's shorter, it's denser. Like I don't like stuff that wobbles too much. Like this, I don't know, the shorter it is, the more control you have, and I just do not think that this one is, I don't think that this one, the Stila one, is better than the Sigma one. But in general, compared to the concealer brush, I mean, it does its job, but I just find it easier to work with brushes that have shorter hairs, especially for packing on color. The foundation brush, even though it's dome shaped, it was pretty easy to blend in. I started doing it like this, like with the side, but as I worked it in, I turned it so that I was working like this versus like this. And it's actually easy to maneuver, even though it's dome shaped, like once you get it going, in comparison to the concealer brush. Like the concealer brush is, it just does not work the same. It doesn't open up. Like this one, actually once you do it, it kind of opens up and spreads around. So this one isn't a bad foundation brush. It's a little different because it's dome shaped. For me, it's different. I prefer my, let's see, my Real Techniques brush, the buffer brush, because it's like flat, so it's really easy to maneuver versus having to get the dome shape to kind of flatten out, if that makes any sense. So yeah, it's a good brush though. It's not bad at all. The brushes, or the bristles on all of these brushes, are very soft, very nice. My friend Karima says that my Coastal Scents brushes feel like someone is like stabbing her when I put stuff on. So the fact that these are really nice and soft is always a plus. Easy to work with, and it just kind of glides on your face. So that is a plus for me. It is good on that end. And then this is their powder brush, so I use this to set under my eye, or the concealer under my eye, and then I used it for the highlight as well, and the blush. So in general, this is it's a pretty good brush. It's tapered slightly. Again, soft bristles, and just easy to maneuver on the face. So this is a good brush as well. So like I said, I'm not a big fan of this concealer brush, and I like this brush, just not as an eyeliner brush. I just do not see me using it as that, but I will definitely keep it for precision. And I also, would prefer a shorter, denser brush, but in general, this is not a bad brush either. Good foundation brush, just going to take you a little bit of time to get used to because it's dome-shaped, if you're not used to that already like I wasn't. And a good powder brush. Not too big, perfect for the cheek area. My personal opinion, I don't think it's going to be good to, you know, put a bunch of powder all over your face. It's just not big enough and not dense enough for that. But for just, you know, lightly patting on color, it's really good. So. They're real. I believe the first time I used this was probably a month ago, and I was not a fan of it, but I think I had leftover mascara particles on my eyelashes, so I don't think I really gave it a true chance. This time there was nothing on my eyelashes, and I would have to say I definitely think it's way better than the first time I used it. I had a much better experience with it this time around than I did that time. I feel like it just lengthened my lashes. It doesn't make them too clumpy to where they look spidery. I did 2 coats, and then of course, just like everybody else, I love that it has this tip where you can really get in to the, you know, parts under here and add that volume, and to be really precise and careful down here so you don't get mascara everywhere. It's good for doing that. The Lorac Pro Palette, I believe that they are very nice eyeshadows. They're very soft. They're almost creamy feeling, and they're very rich in color. So let me just, I'm gonna just swatch the colors that are on my eyes because I've already messed up. I don't know, I have a thing about like not messing up the ones that I haven't used yet. So let's see, what do we see? Okay, well this is 5 out of the 6 colors that I used. So this is just them on my fingers, no primer, and I'm just going to swatch them all. And that is them. No primer. Not on my hand anyways, but of course on my eyes I used the one that it came with, the behind the scenes eyeshadow primer. Pretty good primer. The pigmentation is awesome. They're very soft, very nice to work with. Kind of like a creamy powdery feel. Like, you know, they're not like your Coastal Scents super powdery or e.l.f. super powdery eyeshadows. They have that creamy consistency too. So, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but they're very, very easy to work with, very easy to maneuver. They remind me of like, think about your Urban Decay palettes or your Smashbox colors. Well, not so much Smashbox, theirs can feel a little dry sometimes. But, you know, I don't know, if you've ever owned a Lorac palette or even a Tarte palette, the eyeshadows, the feeling of them is very comparable to those brands. So I think it was $30 something, 38, maybe 40, I don't know. I don't work at Ulta anymore, in case you didn't know that. I stopped working there at the beginning of December, like the day that I bought a lot of my new stuff. I put in my 2 weeks notice. To get my feedback on the foundation at the end of the day, or throughout the day, then just keep watching, watch how I apply it all, and then you'll see my review of this in the end, and that's it. I know this intro was ridiculously long, so thank you guys for bearing with me, and I will see you later. Bye.
How you feel when I come through? Looking so fly, prettier than your bitch. Gotta try to get your niggas out. I'll take your man like they hoe like this. I'm not looking at you, trying to live it up, just doing my own thing. So high, what you gonna do? Pop another bottle, boy, fill up my drink. Throw it in the bag, put the tag, what's good?
So I just got back from Target, and I'll put a little bit of the footage in there, but it's 2:44, almost 3 hours later, and it still looks really good. No shine, other than like the highlight area, but other than that, I think it's wearing good so far, and it feels like I don't have anything on. This MAC foundation can feel very sticky if you don't set it with anything, and to be honest, I didn't set this with anything. I just did my blush, so of course this area is kind of set, and then all up in here, but down here and stuff, it just feels like powder. And it has a pump, so it's easy to control, so you're not wasting product. With the MAC one, I had to buy this pump because I remember I used to dump so much on my hand. This Maybelline Fit Me doesn't come with one. I'm gonna check up in a couple hours and show you how it's looking, and then that'll wrap everything up, so hopefully I'll still be impressed in a couple hours. Okay guys, so it's now, let's see, 4:19. and it's still holding up pretty well. Let me see, I put my little lampshade back on. There we go. You guys can still see it's holding up rather nicely. I am very happy with the results. Let me go over here more so towards the natural light. Yeah, hopefully you guys can see pretty well. But it still looks good to me. So that's been almost 2 hours since the last time I checked in, so about 4 hours total. I am about to take a nap because I'm just that tired. So when I wake up, I will see how it's looking and give you guys an update. Hey guys, so it is now 7:03. Woke up from my nap. So all in all, my foundation is still looking rather nice. My skin still feels like I have nothing on. It doesn't feel oily. And even though I don't have oily skin, sometimes foundations, especially over time, can make me feel oily. I don't know, but this one, even in my T-zone, I'm not feeling very oily. I still feel like I have nothing on. So, yeah, I really like it. I still have the coverage. It hasn't really worn off. I slept on this side. If you can't tell, my hair kind of got mushed in right here. So, yeah, I really like it. If I had to give it a rating, say out of 5 stars, I'd give it like a 4.5. I think it's up there with the high quality foundations like your MAC and your Smashbox. I would rank this up there, especially for a drugstore foundation. I don't know, I think it's awesome. So the 3-in-1, lasting power of a primer, coverage of a concealer, and blendability of a foundation in one, and it's shine free. I say it's all of that, and it is great, and I'm so glad I bought 2 bottles of it. So give it a try, guys. I definitely recommend it, and yeah, that's my overall feeling of this foundation. The mascara gets a thumbs up. I actually really like it. This obviously gets a thumbs up. This is really nice, really lightweight. I really like it. And the Lorac colors, of course, they're smooth, they're creamy. I love them. So that's my overall feeling about everything. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.